But before the Mughals, India was a land of many kings. Warriors ruled the hills, sultans ruled the plains, and history waited for a conqueror. Far to the north, a prince was born, Zahir-ad-Din Muhammad Babar, descendant of Timur and Genghis Khan. At 12, he became king. At 12, he faced war, and at 12, he learned loss. Kingdoms slipped from his hands, but his spirit never broke. Exile hardened him. Loyalty became his weapon. Kabul became his base. Babur dreamed of Hindustan, a land of rivers and riches. He recorded every fear and hope. He brought new warfare and a new destiny to armies faced history. One vast, one disciplined. Victory belongs to faith and strategy. India heard gunpowder roar, old tactics collapsed. A sultanate ended, an empire began. Babur claimed Hindustan, but conquest was only the start. Resistance rose again. Rajputs challenged the invader. Faith strengthened resolve. Blood soaked the earth. Courage met cannon. Babur prevailed. Victory did not bring peace. Illness came early. His son lay dying. A father begged fate. A life exchanged. The founder departed. Humanan inherited an empire and its enemies. Nobles doubted him. Blood turned against blood. He trusted stars too much. A tiger rose in Bengal. Humayun was defeated. The emperor fled. Mughals lost Hindustan. But India prospered under order. An emperor without a throne. Persia welcomed him. Culture reshaped Mughal future. Hope returned. Destiny turned again, step by step. The throne reclaimed. Triumph at last. Knowledge was his love. Fate is merciless. His reign ended suddenly. But a legend had already arrived. A guardian rose. A child became emperor. The empire was tested again. Mughals survived. The boy became a ruler. Power shifted. A golden age awaited. The empire was just beginning. The Mughal Empire stood fragile and surrounded by enemies. A child emperor ruled only in name. Power tempted every ambitious man. But the boy watched and learned that a Hindu general dared to claim the throne. His power spread like wildfire. Urgent warnings reached the Mughal camp. A seasoned warrior stood between empire and collapse. Experience prepared the young empire. The child emperor marched to war. History returned to Papit. Victory seemed certain for Hemu. Fate chose its moment. The tide turned instantly. Discipline crushed chaos. The challenger was defeated. A boy faced his destiny. Mercy and power collided. An emperor was born that day. The Mughal Empire survived. Hope returned to Hindustan. This land would be shaped by his will. Strength grew with discipline. Wisdom became his weapon. Tolerance shaped his vision. From exile to empire, the founder's dream lived on. Loss taught survival. A new era approached. An empire prepared for greatness. Akbar stepped into power alone. No regent, no guardian. Authority demanded courage. Loyalty met destiny. A ruler was awakening. The empire felt a new hand. He studied more than war. Strength shaped leadership. Fear had no place in his heart. Faith guided his soul. Rajputs stood proud and unbroken. Resistance prepared. Akbar chose alliance over destruction. Peace carried power, but A bold decision shocked the court. Unity over conquest. Enemies became allies. Tradition was rewritten. Some wars refused peace. War returned. Honor faced fate. Stone met fire. Tragedy burned into history. Victory carried sorrow. The empire grew vast. Trade routes secured. Speed became legend. Rebellion silenced. The North remained firm. War built empires. Administration sustained them. Justice reached farmers. Taxes became fair. Prosperity followed peace. Faith should not divide. Respect became policy. Ideas crossed borders. Truth demanded discussion. A hall of thought was born. Voices replaced swords. Wisdom required patience. A spiritual experiment emerged. Not a religion, a philosophy. Controversy followed innovation. A city of dreams. Power carved in stone. Culture flourished. Art found royal breath. Wisdom smiled. Music touched the divine. History found its voice. Even emperors bleed. Greatness carried pain. Time humbled power. Blood tested loyalty. Mercy triumphed. The greatest emperor fades. An empire stands behind him. A golden age ends. Stone remembers greatness. From chaos to order. The empire stands strong. A son inherits a legend. But legacy brings shadows. He ruled not by fear, but vision. Glory rises. And so does ambition. His reign reshaped Hindustan forever. Justice reached the lowest and the highest. Trade flourished under order. The empire stood secure. Yet his greatest challenge was his own blood. Ambition burned early. The throne was tested. Power could not shield the heart. A son sought mercy. An emperor chose forgiveness. The future was spared. Time bent even the strongest. The end approached quietly, from exile to greatness. A ruler prepared to depart. The breath of an era stopped. Hindustan wept. The great emperor had fallen. History bowed. Stone carried his memory. His words outlived his body. Peace at last. Never larger, never stronger. Order replaced chaos. But power invites intrigue. The prince became emperor. Jahangir ascended the throne. A new style of rule emerged. Luxury replaced discipline. Art blossomed. Justice still echoed Akbar. Power quietly shifted. A force unseen, yet unstoppable. The empire changed direction. One age ended. Another began. Dia, putra kepada Akbar yang agung, mewarisi sebuah empayar yang gagah perkasa. Namun, kuasa membentuknya dengan cara yang berbeza, kemewahan menggantikan disiplin. Kesenangan mengaburi pertimbangan. Istana gemerlap dengan kekayaan. Namun, suara keadilan masih memanggil namanya. Malah Maharaja pun perlu tunduk. Keteraturan tetap wujud di sebalik kemewahan. Seni mencapai puncak kesempurnaan. Dia taksub dengan keindahan. Alam semula jadi menjadi sebahagian daripada sejarah. Dia mencatat kebenarannya sendiri. Darah mencabar darah. Cita-cita menyalakan pemberontakan. Belas kasihan tiada lagi. Seorang bapa memilih ketakutan. Kemudian, seorang wanita melangkah ke takdirnya. Jodoh mempertemukan mereka. Merunisa menjadi Nur Jahan, cahaya dunia. Kebijaksanaan berbisik dari sebalik tabir. Kuasanya menjadi undang-undang. Sejarah tunduk kepada seorang permaisuri. Peralihan kuasa mencipta musuh. Keluarga mengukuhkan cengkamannya. Seorang bakal maharaja memerhati, pengaruh bertukar menjadi penguasaan. Eropah mula mengetuk pintu India, perdagangan membentuk semula takdir, kuasa belajar berdiplomasi. Tetapi kemewahan akhirnya menuntut harga, permaisuri memerintah. Takhta itu berdiri, tetapi tidak lagi memberi perintah. Putra hari esok menentang hari ini. Perang saudara membara, pemberontakan gagal, tetapi bara apinya masih ada. Masa menuntut bayaran, kuasa mula goyah, isu pewarisan menghantui istana. Maharaja semakin pudar. Sebuah era berakhir secara senyap. Permaisuri Kuba mempertahankan kuasa, namun seorang ahli strategi lain bangkit. Empire memilih pemerintahnya, takdir memahkotakannya. Sebuah wawasan baru bermula, pengaruh lenyap, permaisuri tanpa mahkota. Keindahan bakal mentakrifkan pemerintahannya. Batu bersedia untuk berbicara. Kuasa akhirnya sampai ke tangannya. Empire menerima tuannya yang baru. Keteraturan dipulihkan. Sebuah era berakhir dengan senyap. Pihak berkuasa terlepas dari genggaman. Permaisuri menjadi kenangan. Kuasa tidak meninggalkan gema. Dia bermimpi dalam marmar. Keindahan bakal menjadi dasar pemerintahan. Empire akan bersinar. Cinta berdiri di sisi tahta. Keharmonian memberkati istana. Kepercayaan menguasai ikatan mereka. Empire menjadi stabil. Kekuatan menyokong keamanan. Dunia menyaksikan Hindustan, namun cita-cita tidak pernah tidur lena. Seorang putra pemikir, seorang putera disiplin, seorang putera keseronokan, seorang putera yang terburu-buru. Ayah mengingati anak-anaknya. Takdir menyediakan konflik. Zaman monumen bermula, batu menantikan cinta. Keabadian mula dibayangkan, kehidupan dan perang berselisih jalan. Takdir mendekat tanpa suara. Cinta bertemu, kehilangan. Hati hancur berkecai. Seorang maharaja menjadi duda. Cinta akan menentang kematian. Kegembiraan meninggalkan istana. Kesedihan membentuk semula kuasa. Tetapi empire tetap bertahan. Sebuah keajaiban dilahirkan. Direka untuk keabadian. Dunia akan mengingati cinta ini. Tetapi keindahan menuntut harga. Dan darah akan menuntut harganya sendiri tidak lama lagi. Ketenangan sebelum badai. Kuasa memudar. Iman tetap ada. Seorang pemerintah bersemadi. Seorang lagi bangkit. Cinta menjadi batu. Perang semakin dekat. Sejarah bergerak pantas. Empire bergerak ke arah takdirnya. Kegemilangan mengundang kejatuhan. Empire yang paling indah bersiap untuk berdarah. Kisah mereka adalah bukti bahwa walaupun dalam kegemilangan, benih-benih perubahan sentiasa ada. Terima kasih karena menonton. Jangan lupa untuk suka dan langgan untuk lebih banyak cerita dari Lipatan Sejarah. From grief rose beauty. Thousands labored for love. Perfection was demanded. An emperor haunted by memory. Faith met art, stone by stone. Eternity formed. Jewels met marble. Symmetry became soul. Love guided every line. Dreams never slept. Wealth dazzled the world. Power shone brighter than the sun. Royalty reached its peak. Hindustan ruled imagination. The empire stood unrivaled. Strength preserved beauty. Peace fed prosperity. But time weakens all. Illness crept in. Ambition awakened. The chosen son of love. The chosen son of discipline. The distant prince. The reckless prince. The empire trembled. Blood challenged blood. Strategy moves silently. Love relied on loyalty. The first clash erupted. Discipline defeated passion. The empire shattered. The favored son fell. Trust failed. A prince broken. Mercy vanished. The empire chose cruelty. Power reached its hardest hand. A father locked away. Love was all that remained. Glory faded. An emperor remembered. Beauty outlived power. Love achieved eternity. Stone speaks without words. A different age began. Faith replaced splendor. The most beautiful chapter closed. The harshest chapter opened. Endurance would replace elegance. The marble echoed a love eternal. A prisoner of his own sons, yet free in memory. Life continued quietly behind walls. Love remained his only companion. Power became absolute, but cold. Obedience replaced admiration. The greatest emperor became the quietest prisoner. The empire stretched from the Deccan to Kabul. Discipline replaced artistry. War became routine. Obedience demanded loyalty. Defenses expanded, but hearts grew distant. Control extended to every shore. Faith became the law. Tolerance waned. Policies divided subjects. Resistance simmered beneath obedience. The South refused submission. Old alliances turned fragile. Stone and blood mixed again. Victory expanded the map, not the empire's heart. Conquest became routine, almost hollow. The people paid the price. Gold accumulated, but loyalty eroded. Internal tension grew. The empire was vast and fragile. Time stole strength, but memory remained. Stone outlived human power. Death approached quietly. Routine replaced family visits. The Emperor of Beauty became history. Discipline defined the throne. Strength became survival. Resistance never ceased. Control replaced inspiration. Peace was fleeting. Luxury faded, austerity rose. Joy left the palace. Faith dictated life. Power became absolute and intimidating. The South resisted relentlessly. Old warriors remembered Akbar. The empire's edges frayed. Discipline ruled harshly. Endless campaigns drained loyalty. Wealth cannot feed hearts. Time humbled even the most relentless. The empire stretched too thin. Beauty, power, love, all faded under ambition. The mightiest Mughal Empire had become fragile. Power now reached its strictest hand. Borders stretched further than ever before. Discipline replaced beauty. Strength ensured obedience. Wealth was unmatched, yet hearts were restless. The South would test his empire. Stone walls would resist. Victory demanded sacrifice. War became endless. Power was absolute and merciless. Defiance persisted. Faith guided law strictly. Subjects were divided by creed. Tolerance gave way to control. Knowledge survived amidst austerity. Luxury faded, discipline reigned. Joy diminished under rule. Fear replaced respect. Ambition stirred quietly. The path to power was paved in blood. Next generation learned war before wisdom. Loyalty was tested at every turn. Family became battlefield. The South refused submission. Old allies became rebels. Campaigns drained men and resources. The people suffered silently. The empire expanded, at a cost unseen in golden ages. Prosperity weakened at the edges. Victory came with famine. Too vast, too thin. The empire's roots trembled. Faith replaced joy. Piety became obsession. Luxury faded into isolation. Even emperors witnessed suffering. The South resisted endlessly. Old rivalries reignited. Endless campaigns weakened loyalty. Control became more illusion than reality. Time humbled even the most relentless. The empire's edges crumbled. Vastness now became vulnerability. Internal divisions grew. The people paid the ultimate price. Even power cannot escape mortality. A reign of discipline and conquest neared its end. The empire awaited its next fate. The longest reigning emperor closed his eyes. Vastness could not preserve unity. Beauty endured, even as power faltered. Division followed expansion. Strength remained, but loyalty wavered. Life went on, empire or not. The empire's edges collapsed first. The new power rose. Central control faltered. Fragmentation began. Riches could not save the throne. The empire that once ruled all of India slowly receded. Once bustling capitals became shadows of power. Wealth remained only as memory. Even loyalty could not endure endlessly. The symbol of empire waned. Love outlived war. Art survived the ruler's fall. Stories immortalized the past. The empire had reached its limit. Power, beauty, and faith intertwined, then faded. Even the longest reign ends. Monuments outlive emperors. Legacy continued in fragments. Central power no longer absolute. Life endures beyond kings. Memory preserves knowledge. Time erases, but monuments remember. Love and art became immortality. New kingdoms replaced the old. The Mughal Empire, a story of glory, ambition, love, and loss. 4 centuries of emperors shaped the land. People lived, created, and endured beyond crowns. All empires must face the inevitable. Power is temporary, history eternal. Beauty, faith, and love remain. Fortitude remains in stone. Memory preserves greatness. Even vast dominions fall. Time outlasts kings. Lessons of power, tolerance, ambition, and faith, passed to generations. Monuments whisper the story of humanity. Life continues, empires fade. History belongs to memory. Beauty endures, even when power dies. The people outlast rulers. A new chapter begins. The old whispers remain. The Mughal Empire, a story